As I complete 37, I just want to share with you 37 lessons that I've learned in my life so far. These are lessons that I've learned from great teachers, mentors who have had a profound impact on me and my life, and also from my own life experiences. I've put together a few ideas that I'm going to share with you in this video. So please take your notes, and whichever lesson you feel most impactful for you, please share that in the comment box towards the end, or even it may be multiple lessons. So here we go, starting with the 37 lessons that have impacted my life in the last 37 years. Siddharth Rajsekar here. Thank you so much. So the first lesson is your past does not equal to your future. You can change your life by taking actions right now. And it does not matter where you come from. All that matters is where you want to go. And when you know where you want to go, you can take those specific actions that can take you to that destination. First lesson. The second lesson is self-education is more powerful than formal education. The formal education system, as Jim Rohn says, can make you a living, but self-education and lifelong learning can make you a fortune. And once again, that's through my personal life experiences, being a college dropout, turned musician, turned internet geek, digital coach, whatever I'm doing right now. I've never learned this in a formal education system. So self-education is more powerful than formal education. The third lesson is you cannot do the same things and expect different results. That's the definition of insanity. If you want to change your life, you have to change your situation. You have to break the patterns. And that's a great lesson that I learned. I cannot blame anybody else but myself if I'm not getting results. And you cannot blame anybody else but yourself if you are not getting results. And the only solution to that is not by blaming and complaining and crying, but you got to change the things. If you don't change, nothing will change. In other words, if nothing changes, nothing changes. You cannot expect you can't do the same things and expect different results. The fourth lesson that I've learned is to have more than you got. You've got to become more than you are. Connected to the same point. It's a beautiful quote by Jim Rohn. To have more than you got to become more than you are. Which means the more you add value to yourself, the more you are growing, that's going to manifest in your physical world. And of course, internally and externally. Number 5. In every setback, there lies a gift, a lesson to learn and evolve. Okay, I learned that lesson. Every time there's a setback in my life, there was a gift embedded inside that. I just needed to be aware of what that gift is. Number 6, intention is everything. People don't care about what you say, but they'll be able to perceive your energy based on what your feeling is inside. So your subconscious mind and your intentions of why you do what you do is very, very important, and people can sense it. So intention is everything. Number 7, we are not human beings on a spiritual journey. We are spiritual beings on a human journey. In other words, there's a journey that you can even go beyond this lifetime as well. And there is a journey that we have traversed for many lifetimes before this. And the spiritual point. Continuing on the spiritual thread, the 8th lesson is we are not this body. We are a spirit soul. We are an eternal living being, spirit soul that transmigrates from one body to the next depending on the actions and activities that we do. And the purpose of life is to get out of this cycle of the transmigration process. Number 9, just as sweetness is the nature of sugar, service is the nature of the soul. A soul without providing service, without doing service, is a soul that's really not fulfilled. And we may be serving multiple people, serving our family, serving our spouse, serving our parents, serving our company, serving our boss, serving humanity, serving universal. But the ultimate service is service to the Creator. And when you're able to water the root of service, then automatically all the leaves and the branches of the tree get fulfilled. So service to the Supreme Creator is the most fulfilling activity of the soul. Number 10, the deeper you work on yourself, the wider your impact will be. So it's more about the inward game, and the more you work on that, the wider your impact can be. Number 11, is something I learned from Dr. D. Martini. He says that if you don't fill your day with high priority actions, it will get filled with low priority distractions. Entropy is the nature of this universe or this world. So if you're not doing anything and not consciously working on yourself, you're automatically going to move downwards. It's like standing on an escalator that's going downwards. So if you don't fill your day with high priority actions, it'll automatically get filled with low priority distractions. Number 12, money loves speed. Speed. So procrastination, perfectionism, all of these are the killer of success. And you got to move with momentum. You have to get ready. You got to fire, and then you can aim later once you have actually taken that action. And most people fail because they are caught into analysis paralysis, not realizing that momentum and speed is important for a business to grow. And money is a scorecard in business. Okay. Number 13 is you have to learn, do, and teach simultaneously if you want to learn really fast. So speed learning is about learning, doing, and teaching simultaneously, which is also called as the golden triangle of success. Number 14 is this: time is not your most valuable asset. Your focus is your most valuable asset. This is what I learned from my mentor, Vic. So your most valuable asset is your focus, not time. Number 15, again, my mentor shared with me, don't be cheap on your journey towards greatness. If you want to be great, you cannot be cheap. Next, number 16, systems work, people fail. When you're able to follow a system, that's the fastest way to grow as compared to just trying things on your own. Don't reinvent the wheel, follow something that's already working, model the best, and that's the fastest way to grow. Number 17, what goes around comes around. The law of karma, Newton's law, whatever you want to call it, it's a law of the universe. It's a law of reciprocation. Number 18, you are a reflection of your own customer. If you are not willing to grow, your customers will not be willing to grow. To the extent that you are able to incorporate self-growth and self-development into yourself, to that extent, your customers will also be doing the same thing. If you are not investing in your learning, your customers will not invest in your learning, in your teaching. In other words, if you are not willing to spend, say 1 lakh rupees to grow yourself, don't expect your customers to invest 1 lakh rupees in you. So you are a mirror of your customers. 19, the only value of your uniqueness is its value to other people. Your uniqueness, if you're just keeping it to you and not doing anything about it, what's the use? If you're unique and if you have some talent, you got to use it to enrich and add value to other people's lives. So in other words, the only value of your uniqueness is its value to other people. 20, leaders govern from within. Followers need to be guided constantly. So if you really want to be a leader, you should be able to govern yourself from within. Your emotions, your skills, every single thing that you do. Yes, even I have mentors. I follow what my mentors say. I follow what my spiritual teachers say. But as far as taking action on a day-to-day basis is concerned, I try to take control of my own situation and be more responsible on my own. So leaders govern from within, and followers always need to be guided. 21. When you are able to master your senses, you will be able to master your life. Okay? When you are able to master your senses, you will master your life. And it's all to do with sense control and seeing how you can maximize your power as a human being. Because if you look at animal life, they don't have any control over senses. And only in the human form of life, we have the power to control senses, power to guide our intelligence, to use that to really create something magical in this world. Number 22, great teachers are great students. To the extent that you can be a good student, to that extent, you're going to be a great teacher as well. Number 23, if you don't know where to go, you can go anywhere. Anywhere is not a destination. Okay, I'll repeat that. If you don't know where to go, you can go anywhere, and anywhere is not a destination. 24, success is the progressive realization of a worthy ideal. It's a wonderful saying by Earl Nightingale in The Strangest Secret in the World. Success is the progressive realization of a worthy ideal. Number 25, you become what you think about. Again, there's another quote that I got from The Strangest Secret in the World. What you think about will define your life, because you are constantly creating. We all have a creative power from within at a very minute level as compared to our creator who's created this entire universe. So we have a very minute creative power, and that creative power is what we think about. So you will manifest your whatever is around your life based on what's going on within your mind. Number 26, managing your money is more important than making money. Because only if you're able to manage your money will you be in a position to make more money. Many people think that once I make more money, then let me manage my money. But it is the inverse. Only when you're able to manage your money will you start to make more money. That's what I learned. 27. What usually comes easy is not worthwhile. And what's worthwhile usually does not come easy. And this is also a law of the universe, I guess. That any success, any achievement, it comes with a set of challenges. And it comes to a point where you have to persist to prove to the world and to the universe that yes, you are worthy to receive that success or receive that, the achievement. So what comes easy is usually not worthwhile. And what's worthwhile usually does not come easy. And I use the word usually because that's, the general scenario. But there are times where sometimes you may have special mercy or special, I would say, situations based on your karma and other things where things can come faster to you. 28. The illusion of knowledge can sometimes be more dangerous than ignorance. I'll repeat that. Let this get into your head. The illusion of knowledge can sometimes be more dangerous than ignorance. There are some people, because they are intelligent and knowledgeable, they may not be able to understand when an opportunity is presented in front of them because they think that they are knowledgeable. So sometimes it's good to stay hungry and to stay foolish to grow in life, as Steve Jobs says it. 29. You cannot manage time. Everybody talks about time management. You can only manage yourself. Okay? Time management is again a myth. You can't manage time. You have to manage yourself. 30. Your vibe attracts your tribe. If you want to build communities, if you really want to create an impact in the world, you have to work on yourself, and your vibration will attract that similar kind of tribe into your world. So if you're somebody who's looking for shortcuts, you'll have a tribe filled with people who are looking for shortcuts. If you're doing things without the right ethics, morals, and values, you'll attract the similar kind of people. If you have a high level of integrity in running your business, you'll attract those kind of people who resonate with those values. So the vibe attracts your tribe. 31. Knowing and not doing is not knowing. It's a beautiful Chinese proverb. I just reworded it. The Chinese proverb says to know and not to do is not to know. So there's no use of any knowledge until you're able to apply that knowledge and put that into action. Number 32. Change your thinking and you can change your life. Change your thinking and you can change your life. And when it comes to this, it's all to do with the environment, because your environment is stronger than your willpower. And when you're in the right environment, you can change your thinking and change your life. Number 33 is about humility. Humility is not thinking of yourself to be less, but to think less about yourself. Some people think humility is just saying, oh, I'm just a doormat. I'm nothing in this world. That's not humility. You need to have a high self-esteem to lead. Humility is not to think of yourself to be less, but is to think less about yourself and more about your community and your tribe. 34. Be fixed on your goal, but be flexible on how you get there. Be flexible on the methods. People who are rigid on how they do things and who are really flexible on their goals are the ones who end up suffering the most. But people who are flexible on their methods but they're fixed on the goal, just like Google Maps. When you go to a destination, sometimes the roads get blocked and Google will reroute and take you in another route. That's how we need to be even when it comes to our life and in success. But the key here is you need to have the goal in place and then be flexible on how you reach there. 35. The way you respond to any situation will change the outcome. There's a beautiful formula by Jack Canfield. He says E plus R equals O. Events will keep happening in our life, and the way that we respond to that situation will change the outcome. So the only thing that you have in control of is the response and how you respond to that situation. 36. People don't buy products. They don't buy courses. They buy a better version of themselves. Nobody cares about your knowledge. They only care about what that knowledge can do to them. So if you're able to understand this one point, as a digital leader, everything will change for you, because people don't care about your courses. They only want to buy a better version of themselves. And if you can paint that picture that yes, if they go through your program, that they can live a better quality life and they can improve as a person, they will make that decision. And finally, number 37, great marketers don't just understand tactics or tools. They understand people. They understand human behavior. So if you want to be a great marketer, you need to understand human psychology and what makes people tick. So I've covered my 37 lessons that I've learned in 37 years. Which of these have been the most impactful for you? Please share that in the comment box, and I'd love to read them and respond back to them. Cheers, God bless, and may you live an amazing life by taking some of these ideas that I've shared. All the best.